Latest news, LA Liga hurts Real Madrid again with a new decision. Before we continue, make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on the bell so you never miss a new video. Jude Bellingham will not be on the field for the upcoming match between Real Madrid and Real Betis this Saturday, serving the second game of his suspension. The English midfielder was sent off during the match against Osasuna after the referee interpreted his words as offensive and disrespectful. Real Madrid attempted to appeal the decision, arguing that the punishment was excessive and lacked sufficient grounds to justify a 2-game suspension. However, the Spanish Football Federation's disciplinary committee rejected the appeal, upholding the sanction. As a result, coach Carlo Ancelotti will need to find solutions to cover Bellingham's absence, as he has proven to be a key player for the team since his arrival. Bellingham's absence is a significant challenge for Real Madrid, particularly due to his impact on the attacking side of the game. In addition to being a creative midfielder, Bellingham has emerged as the team's top scorer this season, playing a crucial role in several victories. His ability to arrive in the box, score goals, and control the tempo of the game has been a key differentiator for the team. Without him, Ancelotti may need to adjust the tactical formation, possibly giving more prominence to players like Brahim Diaz, Luka Modric, or even changing Vinicius Jr.'s positioning to compensate for the Englishman's absence. The frustration among Real Madrid supporters grew when the disciplinary committee decided to annul the red card given to Anthony of Real Betis, allowing him to play in the match against the Madrid club. This decision sparked criticism and accusations of favoritism towards certain teams in La Liga's disciplinary matters. Real Madrid already feels disadvantaged by a series of controversial decisions throughout the season, which, according to the club's management, have resulted in the loss of at least 7 points due to refereeing errors. Now, in addition to missing one of their star players, the team will face a strengthened opponent with Antony's presence. Bellingham's absence adds to a pattern of decisions that worry Madrid supporters, who perceive a sequence of punishments and unfavorable resolutions for the club, directly impacting their fight for the Spanish title. Since his arrival in La Liga, Bellingham has been a key figure in the attack, leading the team's offensive statistics and occupying a central role in Ancelotti's tactical scheme. Without him, Real Madrid loses not only a goal scorer, but also an essential player in midfield, responsible for dictating the rhythm and breaking up opposition attacks. The pressure on the other players to maintain performance levels will be even higher. The decision to uphold Bellingham's suspension, while Antony's red card was annulled, reinforces the sense that refereeing and La Liga may be favoring certain clubs during critical moments of the competition. This situation is not new to Real Madrid, which has faced several controversies regarding disciplinary decisions in recent years. The club's management has expressed dissatisfaction with how punishments have been applied, and rumors are circulating that the club may pursue formal actions to challenge these decisions more forcefully. The outrage on social media among fans is palpable, with many demanding the club take a firmer stance on these issues. On the pitch, the team will have to deal with this extra challenge and seek victory even without their star player. Real Madrid has shown resilience throughout the season and will once again need to prove their ability to react. Players like Vinicius Jr., Rodrigo, and Toni Kroos will need to take on more responsibility to minimize the impact of Bellingham's absence. Ancelotti may opt for a more defensive setup in midfield or look to maintain an attacking style, relying on the creativity of Modric and Brahim Diaz to fill the void left by the Englishman. The game against Betis, always difficult at Benito Villamarin, becomes even more complicated with Bellingham's loss. Without him, Real Madrid will have to find quick solutions to avoid a setback that could further damage their title hopes. The pressure for every point in the final stretch of the season will be immense, and fans expect a solid response on the field, believing that, even without their main player, the team has the strength to achieve a good result. In a surprising move, the La Liga Disciplinary Committee decided to annul Antony's red card, the Real Betis player who had been sent off against Getafe. This decision raises doubts about the impartiality and consistency of refereeing decisions, especially since, while Bellingham is still serving his 2-match suspension, Antony will now be available to face Real Madrid. This situation has caused outrage among Madrid fans, who see a major disparity in the disciplinary decisions affecting their players, which could have significant implications in the title race. It all started in the match between Getafe and Real Betis, when Antony received a direct red card for a reckless and dangerous tackle. After reviewing the incident, the referee decided to send him off, stating that his action was aggressive and risky. Betis, however, appealed the decision, arguing that the foul was not as severe as described and presented footage to support their case. The disciplinary committee, after analyzing the evidence, annulled the expulsion, stating that the referee's interpretation was incorrect. For many, this decision was controversial, as many experts believe that Antony should have been punished for the dangerous tackle. Betis celebrated the outcome, knowing that Antony would be available to play against Real Madrid, one of the toughest challenges of the season. This decision not only affected Betis, but also put Real Madrid in a difficult position, drawing criticism from their supporters. The club, which was unable to overturn Bellingham's suspension, views the release of Antony unfavorably. For fans, it is clear that there is an imbalance in the decisions regarding Real Madrid's players and their opponents. While Bellingham remains suspended, Antony will be on the pitch, creating the feeling that Real Madrid is not receiving the same treatment in La Liga's disciplinary decisions. Real Madrid, through its management, expressed displeasure with the recent decisions made by the referees and the disciplinary committee, accusing them of being unfair and detrimental to the team's chances in the competition. In recent matches, the Madrid club claimed to have lost at least 7 points due to refereeing mistakes and questionable disciplinary decisions. The Real Madrid fanbase has also made their voices heard on social media, questioning the behavior of the federation and the referees, with many demanding a deeper investigation into what they perceive as unequal treatment between teams. The situation has sparked a heated debate in the media and on digital platforms, with journalists and experts analyzing whether refereeing decisions are being made impartially or if certain clubs are being favored. Real Madrid, in particular, finds itself in an uncomfortable position, constantly involved in discussions about the transparency of disciplinary processes and the fairness of decisions. The disciplinary committee's decision to reverse Antony's punishment has caused even more outrage, particularly because it contradicts previous cases. The same committee has been relentless in punishing Real Madrid players, such as Jude Bellingham, who was harshly punished for an infraction considered less severe, leading to questions about the consistency and impartiality of the criteria applied. While Real Madrid was unable to overturn Bellingham's suspension, the favorable decision for Antony raises doubts about how the club's players are treated. For many, the lack of uniform criteria in applying punishments reveals a disparity in treatment between clubs, with Real Madrid frequently the target of decisions that appear disproportionate compared to their rivals. Real Madrid now finds itself in a complicated situation, with increasing pressure on La Liga and the disciplinary committee. Many fans and experts are demanding a review of the criteria used to punish players, believing that the processes have not been conducted fairly. The absence of Bellingham in the upcoming games is already a major challenge for the team, and now the club prepares to face Betis with Antony on the field, a key player for the opposing team. The absence of the forward could severely affect Betis' performance, but with the reverse punishment, Manuel Pellegrini's team gains a crucial reinforcement. Antony, known for his speed and skill, will have the chance to play against Real Madrid, which could be decisive in Betis' pursuit of precious points in the fight for European qualification. For Real Madrid, this situation represents another obstacle to overcome, especially with the need to adjust the strategy without Bellingham's talent. Meanwhile, Betis sees this decision as an important victory, as Antony's presence is essential for the team's performance in one of the most anticipated games of the season. With the player's release, Betis will have one of its main players available to face the mighty Madrid side, which increases Pellegrini's team's chances of securing a good result, especially playing at home. The disciplinary committee's decision to overturn Antony's punishment has also been seen as a strategy to level the playing field in the clash against Real Madrid, something that puts even more pressure on Carlo Ancelotti's team. Facing this situation, Real Madrid must find alternatives to deal with Bellingham's absence and now also with Betis' unexpected reinforcement. The controversies surrounding refereeing and disciplinary decisions continue to stir the La Liga scene, and Real Madrid's fans remain alert, awaiting clear answers to what they consider unequal treatment. These controversies surrounding disciplinary decisions continue to stir emotions among Real Madrid fans, who, in turn, do not hide their frustration with what they see as favoritism towards other clubs, especially Betis. For Real Madrid, the refereeing and disciplinary committee decisions have not been fair and seem to directly affect the team's performance in the competition, creating an environment of growing tension. The punishment for Jude Bellingham, who still has to serve a 2-match suspension after a controversial red card, is a clear example of what many consider unequal treatment. The situation created by the reversal of Antony's punishment only heightens the feeling that there is a disparity in how infractions are treated, causing further outrage among Madridistas. With Bellingham's suspension and Antony's presence on the field, Real Madrid will have to deal with another controversy in their path, in a competition where off-field decisions are generating discussions that could indeed impact the race for the La Liga title. The annulment of Antony's red card, Betis player, generated significant controversy and was seen as a clear example of the inconsistency in the disciplinary committee's decisions. The Andalusian club argued that the red card was a misinterpretation by the referee, as video footage did not show Antony's tackle as being as severe as described in the official match report. After reviewing the documents presented by Betis, the disciplinary committee decided to cancel the punishment and allow the forward to play in the next match. However, this decision was not well received by Real Madrid fans, who cannot understand how a Betis player can have their red card overturned while another, in the case of Jude Bellingham, serves a suspension without the possibility of contesting the decision. This contrast raises questions about the impartiality of the authorities and reinforces the perception that the rules are being applied unevenly, further fueling dissatisfaction among Madridistas. This feeling of injustice has intensified among Real Madrid fans, especially because the team has already faced other situations throughout the season where refereeing errors directly affected their results. In the last 4 La Liga matches, the team would have lost at least 7 points due to controversial referee decisions, compromising their position in the table and the fight for the title. Many believe that if these points had not been lost, Real Madrid would be in a much more comfortable position in the competition. The perception that the refereeing and the disciplinary committee are not treating the club fairly has spread, creating an environment of growing distrust and frustration, both on and off the field. The feeling of double standards is not new to Real Madrid, which frequently finds itself involved in controversies related to disciplinary and refereeing decisions. However, the combination of Bellingham's suspension and the annulment of Antony's red card has generated an even stronger atmosphere of indignation among Madrid fans. For many, it is difficult to understand how such similar situations can be treated so unevenly, with one player serving the punishment while another has the decision overturned without significant consequences. This disparity in decisions reinforces the idea that in La Liga, certain clubs receive preferential treatment, something that Real Madrid fans have strongly criticized, increasing the unease with the current management of the competition.